Hi guys, so today in this video we will tell to you guys about stress management. We have 4 group members, which is Siti Nabila, Muhammad Aiman Azrul, which is me, Chun and Fatul Nizwan. Every of us will explain to you guys about 4 topics: the definition of stress, types of stress, causes of stress, and positive ways to cope with stress. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, so today our group will present about mental health stress. For the introduction is, mental health is becoming a serious issue among Malaysian youth. Many young people face challenges like economic pressure, social issues, and emotional struggles that can lead to depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. From the data that shows that in year, 6 in 10 youth had depression, 3 in 10 experienced anxiety, and 1 in 10 dealt with high stress. In 2020, 1 in 10 youth had suicidal thoughts of tendencies. Alarmingly, the number of suicide cases more than double from 953 in 2019 to 2,119 in 2020. This increase may be linked to the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. Mental health problems are rising among Malaysian youth. More awareness, support, and mental health services are needed to help young people cope and prevent serious consequences.
Before we start the presentation, we must know about what is stress. Stress is a physical, mental, or emotional that responds to external or internal pressure or demand that can disturb a person's balance or well-being. In the other side, stress itself isn't always bad. It can become a motivate action, but in the long term, stress can harm physical and mental health.
Okay, now me and Nabila will tell you guys the types of stress. There are many types of stress. I will tell you guys some of the stress. Number 1 is by nature, psychological stress. This refers to the emotional and mental strain we experience in response to event or situation we perceive as challenging or threatening. It involves our thoughts, feelings, and interpretations of sectors. Example include worry, anxiety, fear, and frustration. Second one is physical stress. This is the strain of our bodies experienced due to various physical factors. It can be caused by things like intense exercise, lack of sleep, illness, injury, or exposure to extreme temperatures. The second one is by duration. As for example, acute stress. This is short-term stress that comes on suddenly and usually resolves quickly. For example, include meeting a deadline, arguing with someone, or experiencing a near miss while driving. It can be even triggered by exciting or new experiences. Episodic acute stress. This occurs when someone frequently experiences acute stress. In common, individuals who tend to excessively are often in a rush or take on too many responsibilities. They may feel like they are constantly in crisis mode. And the last one is chronic stress. This is a long-term stress that persists over weeks, months, or even years. It can result from ongoing problems like financial difficulties, relationship issues, job stress, chronic illness, and many more. Individuals may become so accustomed to chronic stress that they don't realize it's a problem, but it can have significant negative impacts on our health. So next, I will pass to Nabila to explain more about the types of stress. Thank you.
Hello, next I'm going to talk about the types of stress by origin or sources. First of all is environmental stress, which is stressors from our surroundings such as noise pollution, overcrowding, or unsafe living conditions. This might affect the difficulty of concentrating or thinking clearly, increase irritability or aggression, physical health issues like headaches, high blood pressure, and fatigue. Long-term exposure can lead to anxiety disorder or chronic stress. The second one is social relational stress, which is stress arising from interaction with others such as conflict, lack of support, loneliness, or difficulty in relationship. This might affect the emotional distress, sadness or feeling of rejection, loss of self-esteem or confidence, anxiety, depression or mood swing, avoidance of situations leading to further isolation. Relational stress can affect both personal and professional life and can sometimes lead to long-lasting emotional wounds if not addressed. The third one is financial stress, stress related to money problems such as debt, job insecurity, or the pressure of managing finances. The long-term financial stress can contribute to anxiety and also depression. This kind of stress may also lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as overreacting, substance use, or avoid responsibilities. The fourth one is life event stress. Significant changes or events in life that requires adjustment such as marriage, divorce, moving, job loss, birth of a child, or death of a loved one. This type of stress occurs due to significant changes or transition in life, whether positive or negative. Major life event disrupt routine, causes uncertainty, and require adaptation.
The cause of stress have many reasons that can form it. Like the first one is personal problem. Like example, the relationship issue. Like we have the bad relation with our friend or family. And then the family conflict that also can become the cause of stress. Like we have quarrel with our family, and then the healthy problem and financial difficult also can become the cause of stress. Like we not enough money to pay our bill. And then the last is loss of a loved one. Like we break up with our boyfriend or girlfriend. For the second cause is work or school pressure, like the deadline. In the work or school, they give assignment or work that the deadline is same, but we not enough the time to submit it. And then the heavy workload also can become the cause of stress. Like our boss give many work to us that make us cannot be easily to submit it. And then the exam and result also can form stress. Like we have the standard of expectation that we can get the pretty result, but at the end we cannot get. And then the job insecurity or conflict with co-worker or classmate also can form the stress. The third cause is environment factor. For example, the noise pollution. Like in our living environment, it is too noisy, like have many sound of machine that is too noisy for us to living. And then the overcrowding, poor living condition, in our living environment, it is too noisy that cannot make us easily to sleep or release our stress. And then the natural disaster also can cause us have stress?
I'm going to talk about the causes of stress from work causes. First of all is job demand. For example, too much work. When employees have more tasks than they can handle, they feel overwhelmed. And next, tight deadlines, such as having to finish tasks quickly, causes pressure and can lead to mistakes. And difficult tasks, for example, complex or emotional challenging work can be mentally exhausting. Next is multitasking. Trying to do many things at once can reduce focus and increase stress. Next is job security. Fear of losing the job, worrying about layoff or company changes makes people anxious. Temporary contracts. For example, not having a permanent position leads to uncertainty about the future. Lack of communication, not knowing what's going on in the company can increase fear and stress. Next is no clear path. Feeling stuck or unsure about growth opportunity adds to stress. Last but not least is relationship with supervisor or workers. They will have a poor communication, such as misunderstanding with coworkers or bosses can lead to conflict. Lack of support, feeling ignored or unappreciated by the supervisor can lower motivation. Conflict or bullying, for example, argument, gossip or being treated unfairly creates a toxic environment. Last but not least is feeling left out. Not being part of the team can make a person feel isolated and stressed. Stress at work is often caused by high job demands, fear of job loss, and poor relationship with the supervisor or coworkers. These issues can make employees feel overwhelmed, anxious, and unhappy. When stress is not managed, it can affect both mental health and job performance.
Hello, so next I'm going to present about 4 positive ways to cope with stress. So number 1 is exercise. Go for a walk, run or do workout to release tension. Physical activity helps your body to release endorphins, which are natural mood booster. Even a short walk or some stretching can help your mind and reduce stress. So the number 2 is talk to someone. Share your feeling with friends or member. Share your thoughts with someone you trust can lighten your emotional load. It helps you feel supported and sometimes give you a new perspective on the situation. So the number 3 is deep breathing. Take slow, deep breath to calm your mind. Taking slow, deep breath can help relax your body and mind. It signals your brain to calm down and can be especially helpful during moments of high anxiety or tension. So the number 4 is doing something you enjoy, such as listen to music, draw or a hobby you love. Doing activities you love can distract you from stress and bring enjoy. Whether it's reading, drawing, gardening or playing a game, it gives your mind a break, refreshes your mood. So the last part is a conclusion. So the conclusion is managing stress is important for our health and well-being. By staying active, talking to someone we trust, practicing deep breathing, and doing things we enjoy, we can reduce stress in a healthy way. This positive habit helps us to stay calm, think clearly, and handle challenges better. Remember, taking small steps every day can make a big difference in how we feel and live our life. Learning to manage stress effectively not only improves our overall health but also enhances our productivity, relationship, and quality of life.